This is a quick tour of Miles' van camper, my 2017 Promaster that I converted into a camper. First, I'll mention that if you're interested in all the details of the build process, check out my website, vanlifeoutfitters.com. You'll find all that kind of build information, as well as links to all the products I used to make this van. During this whole process, I kind of became obsessed with vans and van life and the whole thing. So I thought I'd make some cool t-shirts that I wanted to wear. So if you're interested in checking those out, you can see them on my website as well. Alright, let's take a look on the inside. The first thing you see is the galley kitchen on the driver's side. I really wanted to go for a clean, kind of modern look. The kitchen area has a 2-burner propane stove, a sink with hot and cold water, and a whole bunch of nice storage. I designed the layout to have a lot of open space here by the sliding door. The passenger and driver side seats both swivel around to join the living space. This tabletop can swing away from its storage position over the counter to become a table with the 2 chairs that you can use for eating or for working. It's also a really nice extra counter space for when you're prepping meals. Also, as you can see here, this table system can be completely removed if it's not needed. Even though the galley area isn't particularly big, it has tons of very deep 24-inch drawers that store all kinds of stuff, as you can see. Each of the doors and drawers has a latch to keep them closed when driving. As you move to the rear, just behind the galley, is a big 7 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator. This is a much bigger unit than what you normally see in a van type camper, and I love all the space it gives me, not only for extra food storage, but also to have a separate full-size freezer compartment. Looking across the van, at the opposite side, you can see all that open space I was talking about, which is really nice to have. I had to add this C.R. Lawrence window to the slider door, and there's a roller shade for privacy. From here you can also see one of my favorite features, which is a shower with wet bath. This tiny hot water shower is so awesome to have in a van. Inside the bathroom, there's a cassette toilet, which I'm really happy with. It works fantastic if you use the right chemicals and toilet paper, and you can dump it in a variety of ways. If you have a sewer connection, obviously it can go in there. You can dump it straight into a toilet, which I wouldn't recommend. And one of my favorite tricks is dumping it into a porta pot if you're on the go and have no other options. That works great. The door to the bathroom and shower, as you can see, almost disappears into its case. In the bathroom there's a little mirror and these handy dandy soap and shampoo dispensers. Here on the wall, front of the shower, I have a little pocket storage for papers and maps, and my panels. First is the Victron battery monitor, which shows me everything that's coming in and out of the batteries, and a whole bunch of other useful information. I have 3 100 amp deep cycle AGM batteries for a total of about 300 amp hours, which is great for boondocking. I think I could easily go 5 to 7 days without a recharge. In the middle is the panel for the Xantrex 1800 watt inverter. This panel allows me to turn the unit on and off, shows the voltage of the battery, and also indicates if the auto transfer switch is engaged, which automatically transfers all the AC power loads from the inverter to shore power when available. This panel is the tank monitors. It shows me the levels of all my systems in percentage, including the fresh water, which is a 30-gallon tank, the gray water, which is also a 30-gallon holding tank, and the propane tank, which has a capacity of 4.6 gallons. Below the refrigerator in this compartment is the on-demand, propane-powered hot water heater. On the panel itself, you'll see the switch for the hot water heater, and a dual propane and carbon monoxide detector. Just behind the driver's seat, below this little step, is a Propex propane-fired heater that is vented to the outside underneath the van and controlled by this thermostat on the wall. On the ceiling is a Coleman Mach 8 9200 BTU rooftop air conditioner. The AC only works when plugged into shore power. Looking toward the rear, you see a fixed, full-size bed. This was one of my design requirements. I've had a few other van campers where you had to make the bed every day and deal with the pillows and the linens. In this van, you have the downstairs area that we were just looking at, and then this whole other upstairs area that we call the loft that's completely separate. Right above the bed in the loft is a Max fan, which works fantastic. It pulls air in or pushes air out at a variety of different speeds, which keeps the van cool even on hot Florida days and provides really nice white noise. Up in the bed loft, there are hooks for backpacks and clothes, a towel bar, power outlets, and adjustable LED lights on both sides of the bed, and these handy pockets for storing things like your phone when it's charging. Below the bed here are 3 really big, very deep drawers with locking latches that I use to store clothes. Alright, let's open up the back doors where you'll see even more storage. On the left is a gear storage area that's as deep as the bed. This is where I store camping equipment, extra food, and all kinds of other stuff. Below that is the electrical fuse and breaker box for AC and DC power. On the back is an outdoor shower with both hot and cold water, another one of my favorite features. And here on the right, on the passenger side, are 3 30-inch drawers, maximizing the storage underneath the bed. Also under the bed is the 30-gallon freshwater tank, the 3 deep cycle batteries, and many of the other electrical and plumbing components that are hidden away but can be accessed by moving the bed out of the way. Alright, let's take a look outside. Here in the back, I have a trailer hitch with a cargo carrier specifically designed to carry bikes. I've also used this to carry paddle boards and all kinds of other great stuff. The surprise benefit of this cargo carrier is it essentially creates a deck off the back doors, which is a really great place to stand when you're using the outdoor shower, clean off your feet from a sandy beach day, or just generally get off the ground. On the passenger side rear, behind the sliding door, is this exterior outlet, which is super handy. A little further forward, here below the van, is the gray water tank that uses a standard 3-inch hose for draining. Moving over to the driver's side, toward the back here, in this locking panel, is the water tank fill and a hose hookup for pressurized city water. Just to the right of that is the 30-amp locking shore power inlet. This little thing is the exhaust for the on-demand hot water heater. Also on the driver's side, underneath the van, is the 4.6 gallon capacity propane tank. And finally, up on the roof, in the front, you'll see the air conditioner, 2 100-watt Vanlife solar panels, and in the back, the Max fan over the bed loft area.